A righteous production.
What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Righteous. Now in this video, we got to call myself. I think this is probably my best one. It's pretty realistic. I've been saying for a while that I was gonna make a little video, just Rant and Rave in general, thoughts and ideas about what's going on in the business today. Got a little free time this morning, so figured I'd go ahead and do it. Let me start off with TNA, man. Alright. Hogan, Sting, Flair, Steiner, and Jerry. Paul Heyman said that back in the ECW days, if you was over like 40, 45, I think what he said, like he chopped your head off. He didn't need you. He didn't use you. You were done. I was listening to one of his interviews on YouTube the other day, and they would, asking about TNA or whatever, and talking about all the legends that they got. Hogan, Sting, Flair, Steiner. And I liked his idea, his perspective of, man, you only need one. If you got 5, well, 4 and Jeff Jarrett. One is more prestigious. You know what I'm saying? Hogan, ain't no secret. Don't like him. Never have liked him. I'm tired of every single Impact opening. There he comes. Immortal, that's the stupidest group I ever saw. Honestly. What about that group gives them the name Immortal? You know what I'm saying? Don't work for me. Sting, of course, one of my all-time favorites. But it's time to hang up the singlet and the boots, take the face paint off, man. It's time. Pass the torch. He's never had a big problem with putting the younger guys over. But I think that, he's just hanging on, and that's understandable when you've been doing something for that many years. And you are an icon, you are a legend in the business. But I think he needs to retire, get out of his TNA contract, go sign a 1-year deal with the E, just so they can get you in that Hall of Fame and we can actually get you on the game. But, that probably ain't going to happen because he said he won't work for Vince, so that won't happen. Alright, Flair. Dun, dun, dun. Greatest of all time, man. I like to see him when he comes out there and, elbow dropping his coat, bouncing off the ropes and whatever, but I don't want to see him in the ring again. This thing with him, Hogan, and Sting, if having them in like a 3-way match meant all 3 of them wouldn't be in no more matches, I could do with that. But that's not the case, man. They need all 3 going. Hogan needs to go somewhere, go do that micro championship wrestling joint that he got. Sting needs to go ahead and chill out. Spend time with his kids, whatever. Flair, I don't even know what to tell you about him because he's going to do what he wants to do. I would much rather see him, and this is something that's missing not only at TNA but in the E as well, be a manager. What happened to the managers and the valets, like in the 80s and even the early 90s? When you had your Miss Elizabeths, your Sensational Sherrys, you know what I'm saying? You had your Captain Lou Albanos, you had your Mr. Fuji's, your Jim Cornettes, your Jimmy Harts. We don't have that anymore, and I miss that, especially as a nostalgia factor, because I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 82, so I was an 80s baby. That's what I knew as part of pro wrestling, was having those managers and valets and part of that pageantry. Scott Steiner, come on, man. I thought you retired the first time. You got to go on. But seeing him in the ring makes me tense up. When I see him in a match, it's like somebody's going to get hurt dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? So, and Jeff Jarrett, oh, please, get out of here, man. And you the founder. But every time I see you on the show, you looking like a straight jack. You know what it is. Get out of here, man. He needs to go ahead and do something. Get on the other side of the camera where you belong. But enough about them. Let me talk about this X Division. Now, these are, the actual true X Divisioners. You got MCMG, Most City Machine Guns, when Chris Sabin comes back. But you got Alex Shelley. Well deserving of the belt. He hadn't had that belt in a minute. So I'd like to see him with it back. I always enjoy his matches. Anthony Nese, newcomer. I need to see more from him. Austin Aries. Come on. just his name says it. He's one of the best dudes in the business. He's got more charisma in a drop of his sweat than the majority of these wrestlers, man. And when you see him, man, you love to hate him. And that right there to me sells so much further than any babyface wrestler, period. Just the fact that the mere sight of this dude ignites something inside you, makes you want to holler, boo, scream, or whatever. So, I'm a big fan of his. Brian Kendrick, the Wizard of Odd, very funny. That fool came to the ring last night with a goofy hat on. I don't mind that, because he is kind of out there as far as character goes. So, that's fine with me. But it's time for him to drop that belt. Douglas Williams, where is he at? When last time you saw him? A technical master. You know what I'm saying? Good character. Insanely great moveset. I see nothing with him. Jesse Sorensen, young dude, excited. It's a good term to use for him. Very quick. Needs more work though. Ink, Jesse Neal and Shannon Moore. And, coincidentally, I'm friends with Jesse Neal on Facebook, and they just ain't doing nothing with him. So, I don't know if Shannon Moore the same. Always like him, always will. Especially given the fact I'm Carolina boy, so. Kid Cash, glad to see him come back. That joint, he done beefed up since his MMA deal. Brutus Magnus, where's he at? Not that I miss him, because he never shown me nothing. Mark Haskins, the British John Morrison, and the way he looked, the glasses in the fur coat. I need to see some more. Seen a couple of his matches on YouTube, so he's alright. Robbie E. I don't mind so much. As long as there's Guidos, hair gel, and fist pumping, his character will be around. Sangriento. Yo, the first time I saw him come to the ring, I was like, wow, Super Dragons and TNA, really? Where's he at? Where's he been? Hadn't seen him. Gunner. Dude's got a good look. It's like he could really have one of them psycho facial deals. I mean, he's got a good look. He's got a good size, a good backstory, being in service and manning them 50 cows. But he needs a new finisher, yo. That bootleg F5 is more like an F3. He needs something different from that, man. Kazarian, when he comes back, I don't know. They kind of, I don't know, pushed him kind of to the side with the fortune deal and all that. Zema Ion, aka Shima Zion. A few weeks back, I saw this show on the Discovery Channel, I think, and it was kind of behind the scenes with the indies with ROH, and they were chronicling different wrestlers trying to get into ROH, and they had him on there. He did good on the mic, impressed Jim Cornette, whatever. Did good in his match, whatever, and they liked him. Well, I got some bad news. He needs to practice some more, because the 2 matches I've seen him in TNA, he's botched the top rope spot in both of them. First one was that 3-way, he botched that corkscrew to the outside. After them boys hadn't been paying attention, and one of them would have ran under there and saved him, he didn't end his career that night. So he needs to step that up, man. Alright, bruh, that's the X division. Talk about his tag team division. They tag team division is like the E's, man. It's nothing. You got Motor City Machine Guns, got Beer Money. I would like to see Abyss and Matt Morgan get back together. Got Mexican America. I'm a fan of Hernandez, but Anarchia, who is that? You know what I'm saying? You don't show me nothing. You don't leave an impression from the match. And the fact that they have to constantly throw Hernandez in these Latin American tag teams, he can stand on his own. I liked him better as a singles competitor. When he had the green, white, red tights and the knee pads and the kick pads and all that, I liked him a lot better like that. Got Ink, where they at? Hadn't seen them in forever. I would love to see the Phenomenal Angels get back together, but based on what happened last night, it's not going to happen. I would like to see RVD and Jerry Lynn get back together, make one little run, let them get the tag titles, and then, kind of fade them back. Team 3D. Now, like I said on the Bully Ray Call video, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. He makes me sick He's always one out there with the mic. Shut up, man. Like I said, him going to singles competition was like Jordan when he went to baseball. You're a tag team legend, tag team icon. Get back with your tag team. They need a tag team. They could use 3D. But this stuff with him and Immortal and it's horrible. It's terrible. Oh, Robbie E and Big Rob Terry. From the looks of it, looks like they about to somewhat get together. So they'd be a good tag team. Two Robs. Heavyweight. You got a bitch. Looks like he finna get out of the Immortal situation, and that's fine with me. He don't need to be in that in the first place. They need, you know, if they're not gonna let him tag with Matt Morgan, they need the monster of this. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's what they need back. AJ Styles should always, in some way, shape, or form, be sort of first, second tier of the heavyweight title picture. Beer money, both of them. I think, well, I don't mind them. You know, Bobby Roode more than James Storm. I like, but they need to focus on the tag team like with this Bound for Glory series. Yeah, they better off tag team. Daniels. Know what they're doing with him, man. They do with his ability and his skill set. Just looking. If they're not going to put him in the title picture, get this little beefing thing with him and AJ over with. If they're not going to put him somewhere around that belt, alright, for one, put him in the X Division picture. He's a vet in that. But if they're not going to use him in any type of proper way, man, go back to ROH, bro. Go back to the Indies, man. Crimson, like him. Good look, young dude, solid dude, decent moveset, decent on the mic. There's plenty of room for upgrades and improvement. Like him a lot. The Poet, friends with him on Facebook too. What's he doing? The direct auto insurance commercials? Come on, man. They got to get away from this thing with Devon. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. It's really kind of just, there's no character improvement, no ring improvement with that type of angle. So they need to push him a little harder. Jeff Hardy, he'll be back next week, so of course he'll be back in the title picture. I don't mind, because anything that he lacks as far as wrestling skill goes, he makes up for with them high spots, man. The dude puts his body on the line, and to me that goes a long way. That's real dedication right there. You willing to jump off of stuff and that crazy. Kurt Angle. Now y'all should know by now, by listening to me, that he is, in my opinion, one of the greatest to ever do it. Olympic gold medalist. I mean, he's just, if the wrestling industry, the sport itself was old school and based off of wrestling skills, who better? You know what I mean? So, but training for the Olympics and whatnot, so they need to let him drop their belt to one of these dudes, one of these younger dudes, and kind of fade him out a little bit, you know, take him out of that top tier of the title picture, kind of fade him down and let some other people rise. Matt Morgan. That right there should be the champ right now. 7 foot. Dude is in incredible, good shape. He's alright on the mic. There's always room for improvement aspect. Got a decent moveset. He should be champ. He needs that belt. He deserves that belt. Ken Anderson. To me, it's like Road Dogg. Good on the mic, gold on the mic, can go back with anybody. He's funny. I like to see him in the ring with the mic in his hand with somebody across from him, because you know you're going to laugh. He's going to make you laugh. He's a funny guy. In the ring, not as much. Which, you know, if you remember, was part of the deal with WWE, because he was always hurting people. Dangerous dude, but he's done alright so far. I hadn't really heard too many complaints about him. But, another dude kind of want to keep fluctuating in that tier of the picture. Rob Terry. Dude is huge. What is he doing? Nothing. I think that if he gets a little more coordinated in that ring and he picks up some speed, he'll be alright. Because he's huge. He can pick up anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, therefore, that that in itself is enough to really put some time and effort into him training and stepping his career up that next level, that next step. Because what's he doing? Nothing. So I hope they put him with Robbie E and make that tag team. Let that happen. RVD. I wouldn't mind seeing RVD get the belt one more time and then fade him away. Samoa Joe. What are they doing to you, man? Now you run around injuring people in the BFG series. Come on, man. Y'all got to do something with him. If you're not going to put him in the heavyweight title picture, put him back in the X division. Let him run roughshod with that. Dude is, for his size, man, ain't nobody as quick as him, technically sound as him. For that dude's size, he's an awesome wrestler. But we'll see. Oh, you notice I ain't mentioned the TV title, Legends title, whatever that belt is. They need to go ahead and defunct that. Throw that in the trash. That belt's through. Anyway, that's TNA for now.